got through college and went to medical school and kind of escalated, both marijuana and alcohol use, but still functional. That whole paradigm of not drinking before work and not using at work was one of the reasons I didn't see that I had a problem. It's like, well, I don't know, I've never missed a day of work, yada, yada, yada. I got up one morning and my neck was sore and I didn't have any Motrin in the house. And I had a sample bottle of hydrocodone. Took a hydrocodone and thought, oh, I like this. And, a normal person would think maybe that's not a good idea. But me, it's like, well, how do I get some more? And that began my path down the hydrocodone. My selfishness and self-centeredness just took over my life. All I could do all the time was think about when's the next chance I'll have to tweak my brain chemistry a little bit and get out of being me. In 1998, I diverted a prescription in the emergency room one night, basically took a patient's pain medication. How I got busted was one of the nurses had the courage to go to the hospital attorney and let him know what happened. And I owe my life to her. Sorry. Director of the ER, long-time respected worker in the hospital, and she had the courage to do that. And again, it saved my life. I went to treatment, fully convinced I'd never have another enjoyable moment in life, because I couldn't imagine being me without altering my brain chemistry. I didn't make a lot of progress, but I got involved with the recovery community. It's the coolest thing. You walk into a group, don't know anybody, and an hour later you walk out and you know that if you needed something or you were hurting, there's a half a dozen people that would go out of their way to help you. So I loved it from the beginning, but I just wasn't really ready to give myself over to the program and really be honest. I took care of a guy, in the ER, longtime Fargo AA pillar, and he was dying of laryngeal cancer. And he had so much peace. It's like, wow, I want what he has. And it just was, very impactful. It was during the time when I was kind of learning to do it somebody else's way and be willing to work a program. And it changed my life, because I knew that I was going to be part of this recovery group forever. Another part of our story that's hard for me to talk about is our son died 2016 from this illness. Patrick was a great kid, very gentle soul, and we'd been calling the police every day before Christmas asking to check on him, and every time they went, blinds were closed, nothing looked out of order. And finally, after about 4 days, I said, should we just come down and give you the keys? Because we were pretty sure he was dead. So it was heartbreaking. We were lucky enough to have, the whole recovery community with us. There were a lot of people in Fargo crying about Patrick. And he tried really hard, but he died of this disease. There are 5, maybe 6 people in town that I see regularly at meetings who are doing great in recovery. And I had chatted with them when they were in the ER at the bottom of their illness. When I have a chance in the ER, I'll say, no, I'm going to take 5 minutes here. I'm not your doctor. I'm an alcoholic. And just, let them know that I have occupied the ground they're standing on. And, been in that place where it's just really dark and hopeless. And let them know that, you don't have to live like that. You can have a great life. My sobriety birthday is September 17th, 1998. September 17th this year, my wife and I are hiking in Grand Teton National Park, and I sent a note to all many of the people that were instrumental in my recovery, and said, I just can't believe 23 years ago, I was hopeless. And I never thought I would have an enjoyable moment on earth again. And the last 18, 19 years have been by far and away the best years of my life.